Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 1-2, pick a target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. You've got to hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. I'm hit. Where's our reinforcements?
As we see how the last arc of the Clone Wars made its impact in the Star Wars community and is leveled as the peak of all Star Wars, every episode of this last arc and season is being rewatched multiple times a day, and with it, new hints and very cool elements can be found, such as the one of this topic on this quick video. During the Clone Wars, we saw a bunch of new spaceships from both Republic and Separatist sides. Some of those ships I wanted to display in my collection, and others are very awesome. But we cannot forget how we saw the Separatist fleet in other ships besides the Trade Federation ships or other battle stations that we saw in games like Republic Commando, Jedi Starfighter, the Clone Wars and more content like the comics. I'm talking about, of course, when we saw the entire fleets of just Providence-class ships in Star Wars Clone Wars. Ship that first appeared in Star Wars Obsession number 3, but we saw fleets made of just this ship started on the second episode of Clone Wars just a few weeks later. Well, second episode of the last season of Clone Wars. After the release and its already mentioned comic book and arc, and through the rest of the series, we saw only Separatist ships being formed by only this ship, including the one that attacked Coruscant. They were only made of just Providence ships. Maybe because they were the same as the Invisible Hands or other reason, but I always still remember my surprise when we left Coruscant with only this ship attacking, and when Revenge of the Sith started, we see a bunch of new ships presented in other media, not just in Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon. But this element of a fleet just made of Providence was shown in the arc of Mandalore, because during the show we saw new Separatist ships, some old ones, but we didn't saw Providence until we saw the second season when we saw Admiral Trench's ship for the first time in the episode Cat and Mouse, and then we saw later some Providence, but never a fleet of just this type of ship, until the very best intro of the Clone Wars since the one of the movie, a good hint to do echo with the rest of the Star Wars material. Just look at those, only Providence, just like Clone Wars cartoon. And that was all for this quick video. If you like it, please give it a like, subscribe, share with all that you know, comment it, and activate the bell. Until the next time, this is Cardo wishing you all a good day, and may the Force be with you all.